We welcome you into the Bojangles Classic third place game for the ladies. It is a battle of Georgia in South Carolina as the Buford Wolves will be taking on the Effingham County Rebels. The Rebels from Springfield, Georgia, and Buford Wolves, of course, from Buford. Buford will be all in green, green tops, green bottoms. They got gold numbers. And Effingham County will be in white tops, white bottoms, and they have a deep navy blue number, and they are trimmed in that red a little bit. So it is the third place game of the girls' Bojangles tournament, and we will update you and talk about these two teams as we are underway with the jump ball. Corey Staples gives it over to Camille Anderson. Anderson up to a layup, pass it. All of a sudden, out of the gate very quickly was Katie Regis with the 2 points, and it is 2-0. So they bounce it back, and now here comes Tashana Johnson. Johnson into the forecourt for the Rebels. Over to Michaela Robinson. Robinson now steps in. Long pass. Shot up. No good. Rebound is going to come down. They're on the floor fighting. She puts it up. Bounced around. No good. Still on the floor. Got her own rebound. Put it up again. No good. Got her own rebound. Now puts it down and comes back out. Keisha Lewis with 3 rebounds there, and the offense is set up. And let's see, we have a 3-pointer made. The scoreboard did not reflect the hoop. So we've got a 3 by Effingham County, and Buford should have a 2 as well off a layup by Katie Pages. It's still not right. The score is still not right. Coach Dorton, they're going to have to stop it now because the clock is not working. The clock isn't working, and now they get us a score. Here we go. So Effingham with the 3 and Buford with the 2. No, it needs to be on the other side. If Effingham is the home team, they need to have the 3, and Buford, the road team, needs to have the 2. And all of a sudden, we've had score-keeping issues. All right, so the score is right, and the referees get it. All right, 3-2. Here's Camille Anderson. Now Anderson into the backcourt. She leans it over to Staples. Staples puts it on the floor with the right-hand dribble, going all the way around. Here come the Wolves, and that's Anderson holding on this left wing. Anderson puts it on the floor between the legs. Now going to drive with the left hand. Layup. Good. Camille Anderson, who does work and is a very fabulous ball player. Ball is going to be stolen by Katie Basich. The layup is good. Bajis with the steal and the layup. It is now 6-3. No question that Buford is scoring, and they've got the press going against Effingham County. Get it into the middle now to Keisha Lewis. Lewis dumps it off to Johnson. Johnson shot up, no good. Rebound ripped away by Zakiya Wright. Right up to Anderson. Anderson gets it up high to Hall, and it was going to be knocked away and taken away in on the steal. Book Fowler defensively with the hustle for Effingham County. So we have an early substitution as Marissa Bruce checks in now for the Buford Wolves. Inbound to Chandler Hall. Hall now gives it to Anderson. Anderson over to Seach. A long 3. No good. It's going to be tipped back, and here comes Johnson with it. Tashana Johnson for Effingham. Came up and got it stolen from behind by Chandler Hall. Now Camille Anderson dribbling with the left hand. Anderson backs it back out. Class 4A runner-ups and a 5-second count. Good defense there by Michaela Robinson on Camille Anderson. Buford, the Class 4A runner-ups, they lost to St. Pius in the state championship last year. Asia Durer, if you're not familiar with her, you can just check out Louisville basketball next year and see her. She's a fine talent. Here's an easy layup off the rim, no good by Keisha Lewis. Camille Anderson dribbles and she passes it down low. Easy layup there for Marissa Bruce, and it is now 8-3. So a 6-0 run by the Buford Lady Wolves. And they'll have a backcourt violation. We see a lot of that with the trap. Ebony Hicklin did not get set into the full court when the pass was made to her, and it will be a backcourt violation or an over and back. 5.5 minutes ago, substitution now as Marissa Bruce goes out. That was Zakiya right in on that last hoop. Correction, 24, not 14 for Buford. Staples passes it down low to Chandler Hall. Hall going to dribble in the lane. No good. And it will be a foul. Foul on Effingham. PA announcer has stopped saying who the foul is on and how many they are. And the player foul is not being displayed on the scoreboard anymore. So the free throw is up and in good by Chandler Hall. 9-3 for Buford, and here comes the second free throw attempt. No good, and it's going to fall right into the hands of Corey Staples, and she puts it in good. So it's 11-3. Effingham trailing Buford, and Buford defense is causing problems. A step through, and no, they're going to call Keisha Lewis with the traveling violation. Effingham County coming into this contest averaging 55.8 points a game. They are 11-3 under head coach Curtis Stevens. Buford with Camille Anderson dribbling, having a hard time so far here in this tournament. They are 7-3 going for third place. I shouldn't say such a hard time because that wouldn't be true. A long three. Anderson banked it home. The bank is open, and Camille Anderson. Effingham County calls time as they try to break a 12-2 Lady Buford run. The Buford Lady Wolves on a 12-2 run. They trailed, or they were up 2-0, and then they were down 3-2. And since then, it's been a 12-0 run, quite frankly, because they were down 3-2. Had to get the scoreboard straight. They must have knew a run was coming. 4:30 to go as they get ready to inbound it underneath their own basket. Anderson baseline, now fans it around. There's Corey Staples, free throw line jumper, no good. Rebound taken down by Michaela Robinson. Robinson into the full court, and she's going to be fouled. And it is going to be an offensive foul on Michaela Robinson, and that'll be her second, the team's third, a turnover for the offensive foul. So substitutions, Anderson goes out, and in now is Pamela Johnson for Buford. So Johnson will be running the point for the Buford Lady Wolves. Hall picks up her dribble. Also in is Jessica Nelson for Buford. Jessica Nelson lost her brother, Jeremy Nelson, last year in an accident, and he playing basketball at the Swanee Sports Academy and tragically lost his life. So Jessica Nelson, she's wearing 21. Jeremy Nelson wore 21. And a lot of people in and around that community there in Gwinnett that goes to the Swanee Sports Academy knew Jeremy. And a lot of his sister friends are basketball players over in the collegiate level. Peyton Whitted and Lexi Brown, to name a few. Shot up and in good by Kayla Lewis. And Effingham County finally scores to break that run. It was a 12-0 run for Buford. So Jessica Nelson gets in the book there with her hoop, and that makes it now 16-5. Timeline, Ebony Hicklin. Hicklin now swings it over, and the ball is going to be knocked away by Jessica Nelson out of bounds. It will remain Effingham County ball. And Coach Gene Dorton gives out his signals to his Lady Wolves. Coach Durden, 8 Final Fours, 5 runner-ups, and 3 state championships as the head coach at Buford in 27 years, 6 666 wins, 198 losses in his 27 years with those 8 Final Fours. Effingham County trying to get some points. They have it in and out. There's Gabby Usher is into the game. There's a jumper turnaround. No good by Lewis. High rebound going to come down to the Lady Wolves. Long three good from the right side. The three-pointer is good by Lane Crawford. Lane Crawford knocks in a three. It is 19-5 now. A turnover taken. A steal by Bruce, and Bruce goes all the way, shot up, no good. So Buford going deep into the bench early and often, and they lead 19-5, and Bruce will be going to the free throw line as the foul is on Effingham County. It'll be the team's fourth. Ebony Hicklin with the foul. That'll be her first, and at the free throw line now for the Buford Lady Wolves is niece Bruce. Bruce, good. Nice. Bruce gets the free throw to go for her first points of the game. Bruce second free throw in and out, no good. Tipped around, rebound, offensive rebound comes out to Marissa Bruce. Marissa Bruce with the dribble, now kicks it out to Pamela Johnson. Johnson dribbling between the rings, she bounces it over to Beaches. Beaches goes down low to Jessica Nelson. Shot up, no good. She got the rebound, no good. Then they put it up, back up and in, good. Jessica Nelson staying with it. And it is 22-5. Effingham County struggling with the press, but they're able to break it. Here comes Tashana Johnson. Tashana Johnson float up in there, good. So Johnson pulls them to within 22-7. There's a long three, no good. Off of the glass, and a rebound comes down to Ebony Hicklin. Hicklin with the dribble, and it's going to be stolen, taken away by Bejesus. And Beach's shot is up and no good, and she'll go to the line. Free throw, no good on the first attempt from Kathy. Katie Biscus. Missed the first free throw, she'll get another one. Biscus, free throw, good. So Katie Biscus makes it 23-7 with 1:23 to go. My apologies to the Biscus family. Lewis with the pass, and they swing it out to Usher. Usher swings it on this left side. Now here comes Michaela Robinson down the lane. Shot up, no good. And they're going to call her for traveling. No shot, and there's a traveling violation. And the Effingham head coach, Curtis Stevens, asking for an explanation on the travel and wants it to be called down on this end of the floor as well. 1 minute to go in the first quarter, 23-7. Buford Lady Wolves with the ball. Pamela Johnson running the point. Left hand dribble, and she hands it off to Marissa Bruce. Bruce swings it over there. A long three, good. Katie Biscus hit a three off the left wing, and it is 26-7, a 19-point lead. And Buford is pressing and trapping all over the court. Michaela Robinson now into the forecourt, and there's a pass that was stolen by Katie Biscus. Biscus gets it up ahead to Camille Anderson. Anderson goes out of bounds with a turnover. Looked like she fell down and slid and went out of bounds, and it will be a turnover with 29.3 seconds to go. The Bojangles Classic third place game for the girls. They moved these games to the arena today. When we arrived here at the arena, we learned of that. So flying blind with when you're SUV, you can get it done. All right, here comes Robinson into the lane. She goes up and she's hit with a traveling violation. And you look back at Coach Curtis Stevens and he shakes his head. 55.8 points per game for Effingham coming into this ball game. And the leading scorer on the team, of course, is Kayla Lewis, the senior, at 17.1 points per game. Pamela Johnson dribbling between the rings and kicks it over to Biscus. Biscus came off of that screen. No, check it. That's Chandler Hall. Hall to Biscus off of that screen. Short on a long three. 2 seconds, one. And that will be the end of the first quarter with the score. The Buford Lady Wolves 26 and the Effingham County Lady Rebels 7. Pause for these words right here. The Bojangles' third place game of the Farm Bureau Insurance Classic from Dorman High School. It is the third place game of the Bojangles Classic here at the Farm Bureau Insurance Classic. The Bojangles Classic is the girls bracket. And this is the third place game between the Buford Lady Wolves and the Effingham Lady Rebels. And Buford coming in 7-3 on the season. They had losses to Morgan County, a loss of 2 points, a loss to St. Francis by 4 points, 50-46. And then they lost here in the Bojangles Classic. And out of the quarter break, Effingham County unable to get the ball inbounded, so they had to take a 30-second timeout. Not sure why 2 seconds ran off the clock there, but it is 26-7 Buford with the lead. As I try to update you here on the Buford bracket, they lost to Wade Hampton. They defeated Wade Hampton and then lost to Southeast Raleigh. So that is their fourth loss of the season. No, check it. That is their third loss. Yeah, Southeast Raleigh held them to 22 points in that ball game. They've already got 26 now here after one quarter of play. So respectable losses: Morgan County, St. Francis, and Southeast Raleigh for the Buford Lady Wolves. Both teams in this girls' bracket went 1-1. Effingham County defeated Maulding and then lost to Ridgeview. Ridgeview and Southeast Raleigh will be playing in the first place game following this game right here on the arena floor. So they're trying to get the clock set. The clock has been kind of stuck and screwy here at the beginning of this game. Now they go to adding points and taking points away. It says 7:58. But the quarter had not started, so they're trying to reset it back to 8 minutes. And it's now 26-7, and I think they said go ahead and play ball. We'll shave 2 seconds off and then go ahead and start it. And they do exactly that. All right, clock running now. Inside to Michaela Robinson, who's on the right wing. They bounce it back out to Johnson. Johnson swings it to Lewis. Lewis going to go down the left side with a dribble. Shot up, no good. Rebound in there, put back up and in good by Michaela Robinson. Harassing defense there by Michaela Robinson as Buford is working on offense. There's Corey Staples. Foul line jumper, no good. Rebound chased down by Staples. And so she kicks it back out high to Pamela Johnson. Johnson now going to bring it back and operate the point guard. Nice little crossover dribble. Johnson down the lane and got fouled. And let's see, that'll be the 6th team foul on Effingham County. Substitutions, Johnson out and Camille Anderson in. And also in is Brooke Flower for Effingham County, and she is joined by Ebony Hicklin. So Corey Staples has the inbound pass, tries to go up underneath the basket, over to Chandler Hall. Hall's jumper, air ball, rebound by Lewis. Lewis going to bring it up. Lewis, the leading scorer for this Effingham County team with 17 points a game. She gets it over to Brooke Fowler, and we're going to have a timeout call with 1 minute gone by, 26-9. Effingham County calls a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. Talked about Effingham County with Lewis averaging 17.1. She's followed up by Michaela Robinson at 14.1 points a game. They are the only two players that average in double figures for Effingham County. The leading rebounder, of course, is Keisha Lewis as well at 9.2 points a game. And the dimesman is Michaela Robinson at 3.7 points a game for Effingham. So now they'll take it side out of bounds, trailing 26-9, a minute gone by here in this second quarter. Robinson inbounds it. And Hicklin to Robinson. Swing it over to Lewis. Lewis going to attack the lane. She goes down, and there will be a foul as they will push on Buford. That'll be Buford's second team foul. And now into the ball game, Marissa Bruce for the Buford Lady Wolves. Effingham County inbounds underneath their basket. Lewis turnaround jumper, no good. It's on the floor. Rebound going to come away by Marissa Bruce. Bruce up to Camille Anderson. Anderson bounces it over. She's got it back, swings it over on the left side. Bruce now kicks it over to Chandler Hall. Attacks the baseline. Nothing there. They cut it off. Kick it back out there. Here's Anderson. Dump it down low to right. Right in the middle. Shot up good. Just moved and wedged her way in there. Did Zakia Wright for 2 points. That makes it 30-9. Should be. Scoreboard has 30-9. Johnson on the break, shot up, no good. And it is out of bounds, and it will stay down here with Effingham County. 6:06 to go. And it is 30-9, Buford leading. A 21-point lead for the Buford Lady Wolves. Inbound now for the Lady Rebels. Gonna attack Johnson down the left side, and she's fouled. Foul by Chandler Hall. And that'll be the Buford Wolves' third team foul. Effingham to inbound underneath their own basket, and Camille Anderson got a hand on it, and they will keep it down here on this end. Deflection there to Camille Anderson. 6:01 to go, second quarter. Now the refs confer and talk about it, and they agree on something, so we will play ball. Lewis kicks it back out now to Hinklin. Hinklin over on the right side to Johnson, back to Hinklin. Hinklin swings it over to Robinson. Robinson back to Hinklin between the rings. Working it around, there's Johnson. They get it into this corner to Fowler. Fowler back out. Hinklin, jumper, back iron, no good. They go for the rebound. Two teammates do, and Bruce comes away with it. Here comes Camille Anderson for Buford. Stutter step, swings it over on the left side. Biscus has it. Biscus picks it up. Biscus two dribbles, dumps it down the right. Right shot up, no. Offensive foul. Nope, they call it travel. Traveling violation on Zakia Wright. So Wright will go out, and now back into the contest is Jessica Nelson. A steal by Bruce, and the shot is up, no good. Bruce really hustling, but she got the save, and it stepped on the end line, out of bounds, a turnover, and it will be Effingham County Lady Rebels basketball. The Lady Rebels all in white, moving left to right. Buford all in green with the gold numbers. Effingham breaks the press. They're into the forecourt, and then it was taken away by Biscuits. Biscuits gets it up ahead to Chandler Hall. Hall, layup, no. She's called for traveling, and it'll be a turnover. They corrected it now. 28-9. Scoreboard has been corrected. Had some scoreboard issues here at the beginning of this game. 28-9. The lead is not 21, it is 19 now. Pass in the corner, a long three, Fowler, shot up, no good. Rebound, bounced around, the ball pops around, and Anderson has it. Camille Anderson of Buford into the forecourt. Left hand dribble to the foul line, now fans to the left. Jessica Nelson has it, and she's going to be called for traveling. So 3 traveling violations called in a row on the Buford Lady Wolves. Buford applying the full court pressure. Shot by Lewis is good. She hit that in stride, and Lewis has her first points of this second quarter, 28-11. 4:20 to go. Down the lane, layup by Nelson is good. Jessica Nelson got 6. And now it is 30-11. The pressure being applied by the Buford Lady Wolves. Spin, shot, in and out, no good by Tashawn Johnson. And now here comes the Buford Lady Wolves again, and Pamela Johnson all the way to the hoop. Layup off the rim, no good. Nelson rebound, put it back, no good. Got a rebound again. Nelson put it up, no good. Ball is batted around, out of bounds. It'll be off of Nelson, and it will be Effingham County ball. Corey Staples checks back into the ball game now for Buford, along with Lane Crawford. Crawford with the steal, and then she passed it away. Here comes Michaela Robinson for Effingham County. Michaela with the quick dribble. They pass it around. Kick it in. It's going to be stolen by Camille Anderson. Anderson running. Here comes the break. Dumps it off for Staples. Layup good. Running the break, Camille Anderson, and she leaves it off for Corey Staples, 32-11. And a kickball there by Corey Staples as she was being aggressively defending on the play. Gabby Usher to inbound it, and does. Now Usher has it, bounces it over to Michaela Robinson. Robinson now bounces it over to Usher. Usher to Robinson, just did get it across before the 10-second count. Split, and there's a trap, and we're going to have a foul, and it will be a foul on Lewis. And Lewis is going to be hit with a technical as well. She didn't agree with the foul, so she'll be hit with a personal, and she'll be hit with a technical foul. And she did not agree with the ref calling the foul on her. She knocked Johnson down as they were going for the ball. Technical foul called on Keisha Lewis. So Pamela Johnson will shoot the 2 free throws, and whether it'll be a 1-and-1 situation for Johnson. With 2:59 to go, she'll shoot them with nobody at the line. Johnson first free throw, back iron, no good. So now they will go and shoot the technical. And Camille Anderson steps up to shoot the technical, and the first one is no good. On the playground, they call that ball on playground justice. Second free throw good by Anderson, and they will retain the ball. So they went 1 for 3 right there when they could have went 4 for 4. Lewis hit with the technical, and she remains in the game. The coach just came and had a couple of words with her. She just didn't like the call, and she voiced it to the referee. Was not looking at him when she walked off, but he had rabbit ears and stuck her with a T. 2:50 to go. Anderson pulls up a long 3, top of the key, no good. Off the back iron, Jessica Nelson on the rebound. She's got 8 points, and she's really been working the offensive boards for the Buford Lady Wolves. 35-11. Long pass up ahead. Layup is good. They finally got an easy hook. Brooke Fowler gets in the book. 35-13. 2:25 to go. Johnson to Corey Staples. Staples into Jessica Nelson. Nelson in the paint. Swings it over to Lane Crawford. A long right wing three. No good. Rebound going to come down to Camille Anderson. Up and in good. Offensive rebounding and second chance points. Camille Anderson with her third point here in this third quarter. She's got that second quarter. She's got 8 in the game. 37-13. So here's Lewis. Lewis holding on the right side. She swings it over to Robinson. Robinson puts it on the floor. Michaela Robinson off the glass. Good on a drive. Nice drive by Michaela Robinson. She has 4. 22-point game at 37-15 as we come up on 1:45 to go here before halftime. Corey Staples dribbles down the right side. There's Lane Crawford, the three in the corner. In and out, no good. Rebound to Keisha Lewis of Effingham. Here she comes trying to keep her dribble alive. Keisha takes it and passes it back to Fowler. It's retained over by Michaela Robinson. Robinson down the lane, shot up, no good. She got fouled, but she will be going to the free throw line with 1:27 to go second quarter. 37-15. It is the third place game of the Bojangles Classic. That's the girls. This is the Buford Lady Wolves and the Effingham Lady Rebels. We talked about Buford's schedule. When they lost those 3 games, we'll take a look at Effingham's schedule here as Michaela Robinson's first free throw is good. They lost to Greenbrier 72-58. That was one of their losses, and then they went on a nice little win streak, but then lost to South Effingham, and which you consider a rivalry game, and then they lost here to Ridgeview by 18 points here in the Bojangles Classic after a win over Malden. Michaela Robinson splits the free throw. She made the first, missed the second, and it is 37-16 with 80 seconds. Dump it down low. Swinging around, and now here comes Effingham setting it up. Robinson hard right dribble, gets it over to Lewis. Lewis back to Robinson. Robinson pump fakes, goes down the lane, shot up off the glass, no good. Rebound by Anderson. Anderson of the Lady Wolves is running. Here comes all the way to the hoop, shot no good. Rebound by the Lady Rebels. We are under a minute. Under 1 minute now as Ebony Hicklin has it and passes it up. It'll be a turnover as they couldn't get the pass completed. She was going for Shakira Johnson, who's checked into the ball game for Effingham County. Nice Bruce dribbling out high with 32 seconds. Gives it over to Camille Anderson. They are up by 21 points with less than 25 seconds to go here before the half, and they're just working that clock. Biscus gives it over to Anderson. Anderson being worked on by Michaela Robinson, trying to draw a 5 count. 10 seconds, and there's a turnover now. So here comes Hinklin. Hinklin all the way, gives it to Michaela Robinson with 4 seconds. Robinson kicks it back to Hinklin with 2, with 1. She passed it. They don't see the clock. The shot will not count from Kayla Lewis, and that will be the end of the first half with the Buford Lady Wolves holding a 21-point lead. They lead Effingham County 37-16. Halftime right here of the third place game of the Bojangles Classic.
So the Everyday Value Slam has eggs,
Yep.
bacon,
Yep.
and pancakes.
Yep.
All made to order, all for $4, all day, every day.
Yep. Yep. And yep.
Thinking of love.
Sorry, sweetie, I'm taken. Hey, welcome to Denny's.
Mike, don't look now, but Dale Earnhardt Jr. is right behind you. In Bojangles? Tim, Dale Jr. is right behind you. I bet he is. Let me guess. He's getting a Diet Mountain Dew. I bet he got a Chicken Supremes combo and Cajun Pintos.
Dirty rice, Tim. I got dirty rice.
Head to Bojangles for a Chicken Supremes combo with a Diet Mountain Dew. Bojangles.
It's bow time.
Tim, Dale Jr. is right behind you.
Yeah, I bet he got Chicken Supremes, a Diet Mountain Dew, and Cajun Pintos.
Dirty rice, Tim. I got dirty rice.
Head to Bojangles for a Chicken Supremes combo. Bojangles.
It's bow time.
Together, we're a team. And together, we're family. No place gives teams the brands they need at the lowest prices like Academy Sports and Outdoors. Right stuff, low price, every day.
So the everyday value slam has eggs
Yep.
and pancakes.
Yep.
All made to order, all for $4, all day, every day.
Yep. Yep. And yep.
Love.
Sorry, sweetie, I'm taken. Hey, welcome to Denny's.
Mike, don't look now, but Dale Earnhardt Jr. is right behind you. In Bojangles? Tim, Dale Jr. is right behind you.
I bet he is. Let me guess. He's getting a Diet Mountain Dew. I bet he got a Chicken Supremes combo and Cajun Pintos.
Dirty rice, Tim. I got dirty rice.
Head to Bojangles for a Chicken Supremes combo with a Diet Mountain Dew. Bojangles.
It's bow time.
Tim, Dale Jr. is right behind you.
Yeah, I bet he got Chicken Supremes, a Diet Mountain Dew, and Cajun Pintos.
Dirty rice, Tim. I got dirty rice.
Head to Bojangles for a Chicken Supremes combo. Bojangles.
It's bow time.
Together, we're a team. And together, we're family. No place gives teams the brands they need at the lowest prices like Academy Sports and Outdoors. Right stuff, low price, every day.
Everyday value slam has eggs
Yep.
and pancakes.
Yep.
All made to order, all for $4, all day, every day.
Yep. Yep. And yep.
Thinking of love.
Sorry, sweetie, I'm taken. Hey, welcome to Denny's.
We welcome you back into Dorman Arena as we get set for the second half of the third place game in the Bojangles Girls Classic between Effingham County Lady Rebels and the Buford Lady Wolves. Effingham trailing Buford 37-16 as they get the ball to start this third quarter, moving right to left, all in white, white tops and white bottoms. And Keisha Lewis got credited for the three-pointer back in the first quarter, so she had 5 in the first quarter, 2 in the second quarter. She has 7 in the game to lead Effingham County. And a turnover now as Camille Little gets it, passes up ahead to Biscus. Biscus now kicks it back out to Anderson. Anderson to Biscus. Biscuit dumps it down low to Wright. Wright passes it low to Chandler Hall. It is out of bounds, and it will go to Effingham County. So a turnover for the Buford Lady Wolves. I mentioned Coach Durden's success overall with 666 wins. 233 of them have came at Buford with 54 losses. And there's an and one right there, a layup, and it is good for Effingham County's Tashana Johnson. That's her second field goal, and it makes it 36-18, and she'll have a shot for the two-point conversion. For the three-point play, it is up and it is good. So Johnson with 5 in the game, and it is now 37-19. And we have a whistle and a timeout called quickly by head coach Gene Durden, a 30-second timeout. 233 wins to 54 losses while at Buford. They've made the playoffs 10 straight years and played in 5 championships where they've won 3 of them. And Coach Durden has won all 3 of his state championships at Buford High School. And they were runner-up last year. I said 4A. Let me excuse myself. That was in Class 3A. They were the runner-up to St. Pius. This year they moved up into Class 4A. Buford program historically rich with Buford football and the softball, and as well as the lady basketball. If they've put out a number of key players, Christy Thomas may be the one you most familiar of, even though she's done with her WNBA days. She was the one that went to Georgia and was all world. Played with Tiffany Walker there. Kayla Davis came through Buford briefly after leaving Norcross. She's now down at Georgia Tech. The success of the program at Buford is not just tailored just to football, believe it. It is basketball, it is softball, and it is academics and good music. Take it. Here's the jumper by Michaela Robinson. No good. Rebound by, that was Ebony Hinklin. Hinklin with the rebound and put back for her first 2. So Effingham County now trying to come out and make a little push to start this second half. It's 37-21, and Buford missing their shots. Corey Staples gets the rebound. She passes it away. It is intercepted by Lewis. Lewis on the break, going to go in. Count it, and the foul. Keisha Lewis. Now remember, Keisha's got a little chip on her shoulder. She's playing with a technical foul, but she'll go to the line to try to complete this three-point play. It is 37-23, and a 7-0 run now to start this third quarter for the Effingham Lady Rebels. Lewis free throw. Good. You can see Keisha Lewis beginning to pick up steam now for this Effingham County team. Buford working it in the forecourt with Camille Anderson out between the rings. She slides back over to the left, and they set up the offense being guarded by Lewis. Gives it to Chandler Hall. Hall down the lane. Shot off the glass. No good. Tipped around. Rebound comes down to Keisha Lewis of Effingham County. Effingham County now 8-0 run here in the first 2 minutes of this third quarter. Michaela Robinson bounces it up ahead to Tashana Johnson. Johnson over to Fowler. Fowler's pass is almost. Johnson gets it, drives to the hoop, shot up and in good. So Tashana Johnson, she has 5 in the quarter, and it is now a 10-0 run to open this third quarter, and they are now cutting it down. They are within 11, and a timeout called by Buford. Buford calls time 37-26. It is a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here, 37-26, a 10-0 run by the Effingham County Lady Rebels. with 5:40 to go in this third quarter. You take a look at the Buford roster and you find there are four freshmen. Jessica Nelson, maybe the biggest name of them all, as we mentioned. Her brother lost her brother tragically in a basketball accident. She had 8 points in the first half, all of those off the bench, and she is a freshman and a bright future ahead of her. She kind of puts me in the mind of a Mackenzie Ingram, who's now a freshman over at Georgia that played at Hillgrove. But Mackenzie was a little bit more agile and a little bit more versatile, especially when it came to stepping out away from the basket. All of Nelson's points today have been in the paint. Pass is low, it's on the ground. Wright picks it up, shot no good. They tip it around, and now it comes out to Johnson. So Pamela Johnson backs it back out. Now goes with the crossover dribble coming down the lane. Easy layup off, no good. Rebound, they fall to the floor, but Effingham County comes away with it with Brooke Fowler. Fowler now gives it over to Michaela Robinson. Robinson up to Johnson. Tashana Johnson going to go to the left. Shot floating up, no good. It's tipped around. Rebound to Keisha Lewis. She kicked it out to Robinson, and they'll set it up. Coach Curtis Stevens asking them to be patient as they get ready to set up the offense. There's Fowler. Fowler, they work it around. Keisha Lewis wanted to pull it right, closed out on her very well. So she's going to go baseline behind the basket. Shot no good, got it back. It was partially blocked. Swinging on this side to Michaela Robinson. Robinson, three-point, triple threat, stop, pull up, jumper off the rim, no good. Pamela Johnson gets the rebound now for Buford. She comes all the way down with the left hand, a push off, but the foul is going to be called on Effingham County, and in on the foul will be number 3, Ebony Hicklin. And that's their first team foul. Hicklin now with 2, and here comes substitutions as Corey Staples comes in along with Lane Crawford for the Buford Lady Wolves. Inbound pass was deflected, and it will stay down here as Pamela Johnson will inbound it again, and she moves to the other side of the basket, but she's still underneath the own basket, looking, still looking, and finally got it in to Lane Crawford, but it was low and off her leg and out of bounds, so a turnover. So we've played almost 3.5 minutes, and Buford has yet to score here in this third quarter. Meanwhile, Effingham County on a 10-0 run. Robinson to Tashana Johnson. Johnson barely got it across. Now here goes Keisha Lewis down the lane. Shot up, no good, but she got fouled. It will be a push with a rule. She was in the act of shooting. She was in the act of shooting. And the foul was on Pamela Johnson. That's Buford's third foul. And Keisha Lewis at the free throw line for 2. Front rim, no good on the first free throw by Keisha Lewis. Jessica Nelson, the freshman, checks in now, along with Camille Anderson. Johnson goes out, and Wright goes out. And she stuck the second free throw in there good for Keisha Lewis. (37-27). It's an 11-0 run here in the first 4 minutes of the third quarter. Buford has yet to score, and we have a traveling violation on Lane Crawford. Missed shots and turnovers have been the story for Buford here in this third quarter. They have not scored yet. They led 37-16 at the half. And Effingham County now has it to 10, and they're just kind of chipping away. Robinson now with it. Passes it over to Tashana Johnson. They're going to have to get it across. They do with Robinson. And here's almost a steal. Here's Johnson. Johnson pulls it back out. The Buford defense being very aggressive. Here's Robinson. Robinson in a triple threat. Goes to the right with a hard dribble. Bounces it to Lewis. Lewis pulls a 3. Back iron. High rebound comes down to Jessica Nelson. Nelson to Anderson. And here come the Lady Wolves. Swinging around to Corey Staples. Staples on a drive with the left hand. Kicked it over to the left. Nothing there. Driving in with the pass back out to Anderson. Into the game now is Nice, Bruce. Number 5. Now going to drive. Anderson over the lane. Crawford. Crawford left hand. She carried the ball. Palming violation. Palming, traveling, offensive fouls, all kind of turnover situations here for the Buford Lady Wolves. They've yet to score. Crawford and Nice Bruce both go out now. 3:02 to go. Effingham County with a chance to get it down within under 10 again. So Tashawn Johnson, a long lead pass. She's got someone down there, but it's too high. Off her hands and out of bounds. It was Shakira Johnson who was behind the defense, but the pass was too high. Out of bounds at a turnover. Camille Anderson walks it up now for the Buford Wolves as she gives out the play. Over to Corey Staples. Staples, right-hand dribble, moving to the right, being worked on by Lewis. Now here's Biscuits. Biscuits' pass was deflected by Michaela Robinson. She's going to steal it. Keep her feet, stay in bounds. Lost it down underneath the basket. We're going to have a jump ball. Possession arrow will belong to the Buford Lady Wolves. Anderson walks into the forecourt, gives it over to Staples. It was deflected by Keisha Lewis. Lewis still hustling, and then she's going to get hit with a foul, a body foul. She has to remember now, she picked up an extra personal when she got that technical. Only the team's second, Keisha Lewis. And multiple substitutions as Jessica Nelson. Nope, Nelson's going to stay in as Buford runs their out-of-bounds play. Side out of bounds, inbound to Biscuits. Biscuits travel violation. Buford yet to score a point here in this third quarter. It is 37-27 with 2:18 to go. Been outscored 11-0 here in the third quarter. And Robinson's pass was deflected by Corey Staples out of bounds. A guy on the scorer's table ducked when that ball was coming, and Staples, it went right off of her foot. Robinson to Tashana Johnson. Johnson up to Ebony Hinkland. Hinkland back out to Johnson between the rings, pressured by Staples. She gets by her. Floater in the lane, up good. Tashana Johnson, she's got 7 in this quarter, and look at that. It's inside of 10. It's down to 8. Buford has yet to get a field goal in this third quarter. They've been stuck on 37 since halftime. Corey Staples holds out at the top. She goes and travels. A traveling violation. Traveling, carries, palms, turnovers, everything going against Buford at the moment. 1 minute, 40-second, another substitution. Marissa Bruce comes in now, and Jessica Nelson remains in as Corey Staples, who goes out number 4. Pass, cross court to Robinson. Robinson stops. She got fouled on a jump shot, and she'll go to the line. Foul going to be on Marissa Bruce. And that will be the team's 4th. So Michaela Robinson going to the free throw line. Free throw up and in, good. Second free throw for Michaela Robinson is good as well. She is 3 of 4 from the free throw line. It is down to 6 now, 37-31. 128 less than that in the third quarter. Buford again still has not scored a basket or a point in this third quarter. And we've played 6.5 minutes, more than that now. Biscuits over to Camille Anderson. A long 3, back iron, no good. Anderson, rebound going to come down to the Lady Rebels. In on the rebound with Shakira Johnson. Well, 1 minute left here in the third quarter. Robinson bounces it up ahead. On the attack is Johnson. Johnson float, no good. Rebound comes down to Camille Anderson. Anderson with a little hesitation. Right hand dribble hard. Now she's going to pull it back out. 37-31. Buford with a 6-point lead, but they have not scored here in the third quarter, and we have 40 seconds less than that now in the third. Chandler Hall to Biscuits. Biscuits, left-hand dribble, kicks it back out. There's Hall, a jumper. It was partially blocked by Fowler. So Robinson is going to feed Fowler, who's leaking out on the break. Layup, no good. She was rushed by Jessica Nelson, who came back to get defense, and the pass was tipped. Bruce picks it up. Bruce now has it, dribbles over to Biscuits. Biscuits puts it on the floor and swings it back out to Anderson, 15 seconds. Anderson being worked on by Fowler. She drives by with the right hand, stops over to Biscuits. A long three, back iron, rolled around, no good. Long rebound going to come down to Robinson, and she got fouled with 4 and 8/10 seconds. I'm about to witness history. Buford is not about to score a point here in this third quarter. Hit with the 5th foul. It is not a shooting foul, so it'll be out of bounds on an inbound play. Mass substitutions again for the Buford Lady Wolves, routinely playing 8, 9, 10 deep. Staples back in the game for the Buford Lady Wolves, 37-31. Maybe it's this basket down here or something. I don't know. Robinson now takes it and heaves a long three. No good, and that is the end of the quarter. And Buford does not score a point in the third quarter. We move to the fourth. It is 37-31. Timeout right here, SUV.
Put the lights on the tree. Put them on the tree. Put them on the tree. Put the ribbon on the wreath. Put it on the wreath. Put it on the wreath. Put the lights on the tree. Put them on the tree. Put them on the tree. Put the lights on the tree.
Welcome back to the Bojangles Classic. It is the third place game between the Effingham County Lady Rebels and the Buford Lady Wolves, and something that you do not see often in all of basketball, but especially from Buford. They are held scoreless in the third quarter. Effingham County 15-0 third quarter, and they have it within 6. They trailed 37-16 at halftime. It is now 37-31 in the fourth quarter. There's Hicklin. Hicklin shot, no good. Rebound off of the front iron, comes down to Camille Anderson. Anderson into the forecourt, kicks it up ahead to Biscuits. Biscuits hold it. Biscuits being trapped by Johnson. They get it in the right. Right kicks it over to Staples. Staples, a jumper, good. And she finally breaks the ice in the second half for the Buford Lady Wolves. Corey Staples with the jumper. 39-31. Effingham County has had their opportunities. Their defense did what you really ask them, especially when you hold a team scoreless in a whole quarter. Lane Crawford gets it over to Camille Anderson. They try to cross the timeline and do. Anderson going to come all the way. She carried, no call. Shot up, no good. It was blocked, and here comes Hicklin. Hicklin running the break, goes behind the back. Ebony Hicklin, shot up, no good off the glass. Rebound is going to come down to Johnson. Johnson in the middle, floater short. Rebound tipped out of bounds. It will be Effingham County ball. Effingham County getting their shot and just unable to make them count right now. Camille Anderson goes out. Pamela Johnson goes in. Buford with the depth in making numerous substitutions. Multiple and numerous. Inbound to Hicklin. Hicklin kicks it over. There's a jumper. Short. No good. And that's Ariana Bartley into the ball game now for Effingham. Right layup, good. She got it from Corey Staples, and that makes it 41-31, and they've got it up to 10 again, and the press is really working now for the Buford Lady Wolves. Buford won Class 2A state championships in 2009, 2010, and 2011. Jessica Nelson will check into the game now for Zakia Wright. 6 minutes, 19 seconds to go in this fourth quarter. Kick it down to Biscuits. Biscuits gonna dump it down low to Jessica Nelson. Shot up, no good. Gonna be a rebound there by Ariana Bartley. So Bartley into the game, missed a shot, now gets a rebound. Bartley gives it over to Michaela Robinson. A jumper, good. Michaela Robinson walked right into a jumper. She's got 4 here in the half, and it makes it 41-33. They within striking distance, trailing by 8 with 5:45 remaining. Pamela Johnson down low. Nelson shot up. No, it is good, but she is called for traveling. Too many steps. Multiple traveling violations here in this second half, and multiple turnovers by the Buford Lady Wolves. Ebony Hinkland gets it over to Michaela Robinson. Robinson across the timeline with the pass to Tashana Johnson. Johnson guarded with the trap from Buford. They kick it back out high. Robinson, hesitation, stop, pull up, good. Tashana Johnson picking up her confidence. Excuse me, that was Michaela Robinson. She's picking up her confidence with back-to-back jumpers. No good, and Michaela Robinson comes away. It's a 6-point game. This is as close as they've been able to get. Need to cross the timeline, and Johnson does the Robinson. Robinson being guarded by Crawford. Goes left baseline, stops. Now passes in the middle, and it's going to be intercepted, a turnover. Here comes Anderson, and Anderson will be fouled by Tashana Johnson, and that will be the team's 4th here in this second half. 41-35. Effingham County trailed by 21 and got it all the way down to 6, and now they trail by 6 again. They've only yielded 4 points in this second half. Inbound for Buford and Camille Anderson across the timeline, working between the rings. Turnover for Buford, and now it's a jump ball, and the possession now will stay with Buford. Oh, it looked like a turnover had ensued. It was a steal there by Ariana Bartley. Bartley making the most of the few moments that she's getting on the floor right now. Keisha Lewis sitting on the bench. Remember, she picked up a personal foul and a technical. So foul trouble could be an issue, and she's trying to get some rest, and coach is trying to buy some time with her. 4:29 to go, 41-35. Ball out of bounds, and it will go to Effingham County, who's moving right to left, and they're all in white as you look at it right here on SUV TV. Glad that you are with us. This is the 3rd place game of the Bojangles Classic. The Bojangles Classic is the girls' classic here at Dorman High School. Michaela Robinson long past the Fowler. Fowler gives it over to Ebony Hinkler. Back to Michaela Robinson. Robinson hesitates, stops, gives it off to Bartlett. Bartlett lost it down low. Wright took it away, and here come the Lady Wolves. Chandler Hall into the forecourt. Hall looks, stops her dribble over to Anderson. Anderson holds it and comes back. Wanted to post and go with Wright, but unable to do it because Chandler Hall was bringing her man there to right side. So Anderson pulls a long 3, no good. Bad miss. Here comes Johnson on the break. Johnson all the way, shot up, no good, got fouled, and it will be 2 shots coming up for Tashana Johnson. So Effingham County trying to get closer to 6. It's as close as they've got it since they've been trailing by 21, 3:48 to go. And Tashana Johnson at the free throw line. Front iron off, no good. Second free throw off, no good. Cannot get under 6. Chandler Hall has it in the corner, swings it back out top. The burst now to Anderson. Anderson now to Johnson. Johnson falls down, gets it in there. Bruce, neat, nice. Bruce with a drive off, no good. Tip fight for the rebound, taken down by Wright. Wright kicks it back to Hall. Hall with that dribble, and now gives it over to Marissa Bruce. Bruce to Hall. Hall gonna drive. They bounce it back out to Anderson. Anderson gonna get called for traveling. I go back to this traveling deal when Effingham County's head coach, Curtis Stevens, They got hit with 2 travels in a row, and he asked that they call it down here on this end of the floor as well. And all of a sudden, and that was in the first half, it is working for him as Buford is committing multiple mistakes, and a lot of them are traveling and even the palming variety. Johnson, turnaround jumper, good to Shauna Johnson, and they've got it inside of 6 now. It is down to 4, 41-37. 21-4, they've outscored them here in this second half. Passes inside the right. Right picked up by Fowler. She puts it on the floor. Shot up, no good. And she'll get to the foul line. Only the 5th foul for the Effingham County Lady Rebels. We'll have the first place game coming up here next. It'll be Ridgeview out of South Carolina taking on Southeast Raleigh, the Bojangles Classic first place game. And then we will return to the boys action. Of course, we got the boys first place games coming up later on tonight. Dorman and Jonesboro in the nightcap. Peachtree Ridge will be taking on Burns before that. So still a lot of basketball to go here, and we are glad that you're with us here on SUV TV and the Farm Bureau's Insurance Classic and the Bojangles Classic. First free throw was good by Wright. Here's her second attempt, good. So she stuck them both, and the lead now goes back out to 6, 43-37. It got under 4 briefly, but 2:35 to go. Anything still can happen. Swinging on the left, Michaela Robinson. Robinson, jumper for 3, good. She is warm. Michaela Robinson, a 3-ball. And they are within 3 now. So the little Effingham contingent that is over there trying to encourage them and pull them on. They're tightening up the screws defensively. Here's Corey Staples. Staples bounces it over to the left to Anderson. Anderson puts it on the floor with the right hand dribble, belt high. Gets it down low to Wright. Wright now dribbles into the post, moves and spins, got fouled. She looked like she wanted to go to the middle, then spun to the baseline. 2:01 to go, third quarter, 43-40. The story of the game right now is how Effingham County has battled very hard to get back into this game, and they've been doing it defensively as they did not allow Buford any points in the third quarter. 0 points were scored by Buford in the third quarter. Zakia Wright at the free throw line, no good. She had made her last 2. She misses that one though, 43-40. A 24-6 second half scoring-wise overall in favor of Effingham County. Wright missed them both. The rebound fell on the ground. Chandler Hall missed the shot, and then she put it back up in and good. 45-40. They were messing around and flirted, got it to 6, then wound up going back to 6, and then got it to 3, and now wind it back up at 5. Robinson's three-pointer, no good. Bounced around, and Zakia Wright gets it for Buford over to Camille Anderson into the forecourt. Anderson gives it off to Crawford. Lane Crawford seeing extended minutes. A lot of people seeing key minutes. Now Anderson goes baseline. The pass in the right. Right shot off the window. No good. Rebound now by Ariana Bartlett. Bartley gives it over to Robinson. There's 1 minute and 10 seconds left in the ball game. 45-40. Here comes a screen. Robinson all the way to the hoop. Shot up, no good, and she will be going to the free throw line. Now, I think that Keisha Lewis has fouled out of the ball game because she's been sitting down. Remember, she got the technical, which also counts as a personal. Then she had that push, so I did think she has fouled out. We are sitting upstairs opposite of the scorer's table, and they're not putting the player number and foul on the board. They started it yesterday, and then for whatever reason, they stopped doing it and have not done it anymore. So the first free throw was good by Michaela Robinson to make it 45-41. They are still in the ball game. Free throw is up and in, good. 45-42. Now, Hall kicks it back out to Anderson. Gonna have to play defense and try to get a 5 count. 45-40. Anderson now gives it over to Hall. Hall being worked on by Fowler. You want to kind of see if you can force them into a turnover, but at some point you're gonna have to foul because they don't have to shoot. There's Crawford. Crawford picked up her dribble, Gives it over to Chandler Hall. Hall almost had it stolen. Hall trapped. Bounces it over to Corey Staples. Clock down to 32 seconds. Down to 30. And now they want to ask for a foul, and they'll get the foul as Ebony Hinkling will foul. And that will be Lane Crawford going to the line. The advantage is now they're just in the 1-1, so got to make the first free throw. Lane Crawford has a three-pointer in this game. Her first free throw, front iron, no good. They cannot get the rebound. Corey Staples gets it, and they kick it back out, and Ebony Hinkling will get the foul. Oh, they got what they wanted. Missed the front end of the 1-1, but could not get the rebound. Effingham County trailing 45-42. The hole may be looking a little too large despite a great run. Anderson free throw, man, it almost came out of there. It went in. Her first points here of this second half. So that makes it 46-42. Second free throw, no good. Chandler Hall on the offensive rebound again. Gives it over to Hall. Hall to Fowler. Fowler back over to Anderson with 15 seconds. They're trying to foul, and they do. Michaela Robinson with the foul. Effingham County with two straight opportunities to get the rebound and were unable to do it, allowing Buford to get the offensive rebound. And Buford looks like they're going to hold on. They've only scored 9 points in this second half, all 9 in the fourth quarter. So Lane Crawford steps up to the line and does her free throw routine and sticks it up. No good, and it's off, and another offensive rebound by Corey Staples, and there's a turnover, so Effingham County's got it. Johnson over to Bartley. Bartley shot no good, off of the glass, 4 seconds, 3, and there's a foul, and Camille Anderson will go to the free throw line, and the foul will be on Ebony Hickling, but Effingham County has nothing to look down on. They were unable to get a rebound 3 straight times, allowing Buford to get an offensive rebound. 3.5 seconds. Buford calls a timeout. We'll take a quick timeout with you. 3.5 seconds left.
Founders Federal Credit Union has loans for every reason: auto, personal, mortgage, home equity. Relax. You're with Founders. Founders Federal Credit Union has loans for every reason: auto, personal, mortgage, home equity. Relax. You're with Founders.
Welcome back for the final 3.5 seconds of the fourth quarter. Buford trying to hold on to a 4-point lead, 46-42. Effingham County will be taking the ball out of bounds. Underneath their own basket, 3.5. Got to get a score and a layup, a score and a foul, a score and the ball. There goes the inbound to Robinson. Robinson stops a long 3. She hit it with 0.5 of a second. It may be too late, though. Robinson dropped a long 3. But it may be too late. There's only 0.5 of a second. They call timeout, but there's 0.5 of a second. Robinson caught it and shot the 3. It will be a full timeout. 0.5 of a second. That's just, yo, man, you need really a miracle. You've got to foul them with no time moving. They've got to make both free throws, and then you inbound it and throw it up long and make it just to tie it. A lot has to happen in the high school game with 0.5 of a second because you can't advance the ball out on the timeout. So Buford will be taking it out back here in the backcourt, but you got to coach it because that 1/1,000,000th of a chance, there's a reason why it's 1/1,000,000th, because it might be time for the millionth. 46-45. Buford held 9 points in this second half. They were leading by 21 at the break, and that may be just enough. And now the referee is going to call the coaches together. Are they going to talk about a timing situation? I didn't think that took 3 seconds with Robinson The clock has kind of been iffy here. The score was iffy at the beginning. And it's been getting a workout with the Farm Bureau Classic. Now, I think they are going to put some more time on the clock. He may go and I would put a full second because she caught it, dribbled, and went straight up and shot it. And then they called a time. And they are talking about the timing situation. So now it may not be 0.5 tenths of a second left. The referee still standing at the scorers table. Coming up next, it will be the Ridgeview Lady Blazers taking on the Southeast Raleigh Lady Bulldogs for the first place game in the Bojangles Classic. This is for third place, and it is down to a 1-point game. And now the clock says 8 tenths of a second. Now they take it down to 0.2 tenths of a second. So now they're trying to go and put 2 seconds even on the clock. That could make a big difference now. Nope, they go and put 0.8. And so while they are trying to get the clock rectified, Buford calls a timeout because now that changes things with 8 tenths of a second. And so Effingham County's coach, he's still looking at the clock. Is that what they're going to have, 0.8 tenths of a second? I think they are. 46-45. Now they run the clock out, and let's see, they're going to reset it and put 8 tenths of a second back on the clock. Or is it supposed to be 1.8 tenths of a second? Not sure. We're upstairs, opposite side. Beautiful arena here at Dorman High School. Dorman Arena on the campus of Dorman High School. The host of the Bojangles Classic and the Farm Bureau Insurance Classic. An enrollment of 3,344. One of the largest schools in the state of South Carolina. The Dorman Cavaliers. All right, so we got 8 tenths of a second on the clock. An immediate foul is needed by Effingham County, 46-45. And the 5-second clock starts on the inbound. Still looking. She's going to catch it and get fouled. The clock runs out. Let's see. They're going to put some more time on the clock, I would have to imagine. Nope, they're going to say ball game is over. The ball game is over. 46-45. Buford has defeated Effingham County, and the refs walk right off the floor. They want nothing to do with it. Effingham County made a valiant effort. They were trailing by 21, and they held Buford to only 9 points, all 9 of them in the fourth quarter. They held them to 9 points in the second half. Final score, Buford Lady Wolves 46, and the Effingham County Lady Raiders 45. First place game coming up between Ridgeview and the Southeast Raleigh right here next on SUV.